Hey, good morning. I'm just going to do a quick video lesson here, and I want to talk about confirmations, especially on reversals. Well, I just on reversals really on this lesson, just because I've been talking quite a lot in the shotgun sessions to people that are doing it about the importance of waiting for things to give you the confirmation, to give you the confidence in the trade. And yesterday was a really good example. For the scan plays for these plays off the ATM top reversal scan was yesterday we didn't get a lot of things coming into strong daily levels. However, they were failing, and when we get these plays that are weaker when it comes to daily levels, then what we have to do is we really have to wait for confirmation to take the trades. So let's go straight into it and take a look at what we're talking about. So I took most of my trades. I took off the reversal scan yesterday. I was just I guess I was in the mood for the reversal scans. So first of all, we had CF in the morning, 10 o'clock reversal play here. So I know a few people took it here. I gave it a go here too, okay, and then it failed here and it came back up. I took a few off there and it came back up, stopped me out there. It was a small red for a scratch, tiny red. The thing about CF was, if we look at the daily, okay, it didn't at this level here, 44.50, it didn't really have anything going for it on the daily. Okay, didn't come into a daily level particularly. However, there was a daily level higher up at 44.78, which was here. Okay, so that's the first thing you have to identify, is if your trade is failing for no other reason than maybe it's just a half number, but you have got resistance a little bit further up, then you might need to just wait. In the case of this, should have waited. As it was after this trade that I realized that we need to wait for confirmations on a day like yesterday, simply because the market was strong, the market was pushing, it was, it was looking like it wanted to break out towards the 280 area. When you've got a strong market, you have to realize that you are shorting against the market. It's not to say these plays won't work out because of extension. This was really extended, so it needed to breathe, it needed to pull back. It's a question of getting the right place. So if we pull this out the way, when it pushes and it pushes into the $0.50, it gives us a couple of dojis. It's fair to take it, but because we haven't got any daily level marked up here, it would be fair to say you're better off waiting for a confirmation. Now, the confirmation would come in the form of a good pullback and a double top, or a good pullback and a lower high. In the case of CF, it then pushed on and it came into the daily level that we had marked up, which was 44.79. It failed there. You got a couple of nice little topping candles here. However, if because you've been stopped out here, you didn't fancy taking the trade there, your confidence wasn't quite good enough for it, that's fine. Okay, what we do at this point is we need to wait for confirmation. And what do we get with CF? We get confirmation in the form of this, okay, this lower high. It rejects the daily level, it pulls back, it finds a little bit of support, it pushes back, and it gives us this lower high. Now, how far off, our risk on this is, where are we? 16-cent risk. I mean, it's nothing. You've got virtually no risk on this trade whatsoever from the lower high. The goal is the VWAP. It wasn't the perfect setup, but it worked. It worked out well. Okay, and you've got 55 cents, 60 cents to the VWAP. So you've got a solid 4-to-1 risk reward, playing it down to the VWAP with a very tiny risk. A nice solid setup, okay, and this is confirmation. Okay, if you don't take it there, that's fine, just wait. If it doesn't give you confirmation, you don't take the trade. So if you're looking to trade from these reversal scans and you want an even more solid strategy other than what we've talked about in previous videos of identifying these topping candles and aligning it with daily resistance, which is what we've done here. We've aligned it with daily resistance, the high of day from this day, Okay, so that's good. It's one piece of the puzzle. We didn't quite get the whole number in there, so that's no problem. But we have got that. If you didn't take it there, that's no problem. If you want something even more solid to add to your strategy, then play the confirmation. The confirmation would have been a double top fail or a lower high fail. Okay, if you add this into your strategy, you'll find your win rate goes up from probably, I don't know, 70% to in the region of 90%. You might not get every play, you might miss some, but these rarely, once this has put this lower high in and it's failed off a daily level, it's very rarely, well, I'm saying rarely, but it won't too often let you down. You'll normally get something to it. How far it goes, we don't know. I mean, is it going to find support at the 50 and push up again? It might put another double top in. You've got to be patient and you've got to risk off the right level. So in taking this trade with CF, the right level to risk off would have been your HIGHE day plus your little bit of wiggle room. But there I would probably personally, I would risk off 45, you know, because we're so close to the whole number as well. But that's up to you if you want to risk off that. At least you've got to do is risk off the HIGHE day though. Okay, so CF, confirmation of the lower high. Okay, next one is DWDP. WDP. Okay, again, a big push up on DWDP. Okay, now DWDP comes into 56 to start with, so let's have a look at this. This is another great example of waiting for confirmation. So here is where the alert hits, where the scan gives you the result here. And in fairness, you do get a couple of candles that look like they're starting to struggle a little bit, okay? But we haven't got a daily level, okay? If we go to the daily chart with DWDP, okay? Our daily level that we mark up tells us that 56.29 is a better area because it was the closing price on this day and it was the high of day on this day. 2 days there. You take out this candle wick, that's our daily support resistance, 56.29. okay, 56.29 is where it stops. So we've marked up 56.29. It's struggling with 56, but it's not really showing us anything. Did you take the trade? Did you not take the trade there? I don't know. I didn't take the trade there. I didn't like the way it was holding the 9 here. It just looked like it wanted to push higher. Again, if you add confirmation to your strategy, you wouldn't have taken this trade anyway. Okay, so if you add confirmation into your trade plan, no reason to take it there, no reason to get stopped out. It pushes higher, it pushes into the daily level that we've got marked up here. Okay, I've been teaching people to draw this little line. I have a little line, and quite simply I do that. Okay, I get my line, I put it in there when it rejects, okay, and then I look for it to come into that line. It's not scientific. It helps you to identify a lower high. You put a line in and it comes up and it rejects that line. That's the perfect lower high. 45-degree line running down, 3-4 candles, pushes back up, fails. Okay, that's your confirmation. Okay, whoops. That's your confirmation there. And then you get trade down to the VWAP. All right, 54 cents on the trade, and the risk on the trade was, what are we saying, 13 cents. Again, nothing. You know, another solid 4-to-1 risk reward on the trade. And as I say, some days you have to be happy with taking 50 cents. And I think the problem is we get a little bit spoiled at trick trades because of the big trades, the monster trades that we do get into, especially on stocks like Facebook, Apple, Nvidia, blah, 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 you know, Amazon, Google, regularly taking 10, you know, between 3, 4, 5, 6 points per share. On Amazon, 15, 20, 30 points per share. It's easy to get carried away and thinking, you know, well, 50 cents per share is nothing, but hey, it's a $50 stock at the end of the day. You're not going to always get 3-4 points per share. The market's strong, and you know, VWAP is always the goal. Sometimes you'll find stuff where the VWAP is genuinely 2% away. I like 2%, but you know, it's still a decent setup. It's extended. On a day like yesterday, I'll take 1.5% over VWAP and a nice a nice trade down to there. Okay, 50 cents per share with very small risk. Nothing wrong with that. You can't sort of, you can't ignore it. Again, what we're really talking about is confirmation. Okay, if you take these setups away from your trading, if you only take confirmation trades, you'll find you stop out a lot less. Don't worry about the ones you miss. Don't worry about ones that come into a level and never give you a confirmation. If you don't take them, you don't take them. But you're not going to lose either. Take the ones where you're getting confirmation, and you'll improve your hit rate. Okay, right. Moving on to KAR. Okay, this KAR was a bottom reversal. Okay, gave us a fake out. No problem. So as you can see, KAR, it was a big drop. Okay, it was an earnings miss, and KAR was taken off my parabolic scan. You can see this thing was just dropping for ages. This was just lighting up the scan. So you can't just go taking it anywhere. Okay, with something like this, again, it's important about waiting for confirmation. It was very volatile coming down here. The spreads were a bit wide at times, so it's a question of waiting for it to settle. By the time it come down here, the spreads were nice and tight, 3 to 4 cents a share. At some points down here, they were like 60 cents a share. So let it settle, let it do its thing. There was a small fake out here, okay, on a failed higher low. That's fine. It was a genuine setup if you'd taken it. It looked good. It looked like it might go. It failed. Okay, you take your loss and you watch and you wait for another confirmation if you want. Here is a confirmation. It finds support here. Okay, and it gives us a nice double bottom. Okay, taking it long off the double bottom. The spreads were nice and tight. Again, it's a confirmation. A double bottom is a definite confirmation. This gave us, from this point, potentially 4.5 points per share. Okay, taking the double bottom trade, probably risking around 30 cents per share. I mean, Jesus, that's like a 14 to 1 risk reward, I guess. Why wait for confirmation? Well, coming down here, there's nothing. Would you take it there? You could do, but you get stopped out. Would you take it there? You could do, but you get stopped out. Every time it flat bottoms, would you take it there? You could do, but you get stopped out. There's no confirmation. This was, and it stopped you out. That's fair enough. You took a loss. Here's the double bottom. Great stuff. Perfect. Take it long. Happy days. Okay. So again, wait for confirmation. Next one is NUE. These are all trades that we took yesterday, by the way, so I've not just gone through a scan and looked for the best plays. All of these trades were taken during the day by us in the trading room, so there's no hindsight here. They were genuine trades. Now, NUE, so NUE pushes, and it gives us a false. It gives us a little false trade to start with. So let's have a look at our daily levels. Okay, now the daily level for NUE, we had two levels. Okay, 61.59 to start with, which is here. Okay, was the closing price of this day here. However, 61.73 was the high of day there and the high of day there. So that's the stronger of the two lines. So you mark up your two lines. Okay, there's your two daily levels. Daily levels, daily levels, daily levels. Pops into 61.57 there. It fails. Okay, it comes down. You've drawn your line. It comes back up. It holds our little line that we've drawn perfectly. It gives us a lower high. It's a confirmed trade. We take the trade. It finds some support and it pushes back up. Takes some off here as per the exit strategy. Okay, that I always teach. It's regained the moving averages. So we take some off here in the green. Okay, green trade. We hold to double top and it stops us out. Okay, green trade, plenty of opportunity to take some more off here. Leave some on, leave your last quarter on if it's not working out. Will it double top? No, it doesn't. You take your stop around here, no problem. But now it comes up into the next level we've got drawn up, which is 61.73. It fails hard off 61.73. Okay, let's say our strategy is we're not going to take it here because we've said we're only going to take confirmed trades. So we sit back, we wait. it pulls back, we draw a line, it comes up into our line, okay, it fails on the lower high, okay, gives us a nice entry on the confirmed trade, and then we get the trade we were looking for in the first place down to the VWAP, okay, gave us 64 cents per share, and our risk on it was around about 13, okay. Another solid 4.5, maybe even 5 to 1 on NUE. You kind of see what I'm getting at here. Only taking confirmed setups. Confirmation, guys. Wait for confirmation. Let's just show you NUE. There was NUE off the scan. Okay. And NTR, finally. NTR. NTR, here we go. And again, not a big trade for NTR, but I just want to highlight it was one that was taken. It's about confirmation. It wasn't a particularly, I mean, it was only a 1% over the VWAP here, but still it worked out. It gave us a little trade. There's nothing wrong with the trade. Okay, on the daily chart, I don't think NTR presented us with anything, so it really was a case of if you wanted this, you had to wait for the confirmation. Pushed up, failed 54.86. No reason for it to fail there, but it did. So it pulls down. Okay, you draw your line. You get an entry opportunity there, you get an entry opportunity there, and you trade it down. Well, you've got an opportunity to take 40 cents per share off it. Your risk on it was around about 10. So good. Again, you've got it's about risk reward, guys. It's not always about how much you can get off it. It's about how much you're risking. You're risking 10 to make 40. Okay, not a huge trade, but hey, 40 cents per share on 500 shares is still a decent trade. You know, he's still making a couple $100 even peeling off. You're going to make $150 on the trade. You can't really, you know, you can't say anything bad about that. So NTR, again, waiting for confirmation on the lower high or the double top. Okay, that's kind of all I wanted to talk to you about in this lesson. It's just the importance, if you're going to trade these tops and reversals, of looking for some sort of confirmation. We did also get something similar with BABA. We took BABA in the afternoon. Now, no, it wasn't a daily level. BABA was a double top. So there's the first push of the day. There's the double top. Okay, so we were watching BABA at the double top. We were watching the market starting to look like it wanted to pull back. We put our little line in and we took BABA here. I know a lot of us took it on exactly the same candle. Nobody said take it now. I said I'm in BABA. Jonathan said I'm in BABA. A few people said I'm in BABA. I showed on the chart the exact candle I took BABA on, and it was the same for lots of other people based on what we've been talking about. Okay, took BABA on this tiny little doji here as it's breaking below the 9, risking off the high of day, waited for confirmation off here. So it's a lower high situation here. Okay, we got a little wash down here, took off here. However, it comes back up, you leave a quarter on, it gives you a lower high setup here. Here's our true confirmation for a short. You can add back in here, and then you get your nice wash here, and then throughout the day, if you leave a quarter on set to high of day, you get potentially 1.5 points per share on your last quarter if you just sit back and leave it alone. Okay, MU, I think there was something similar here. MU pushed at the open, pushed a little bit more, came into a level, again kind of an okay level based on today, went slightly beyond the previous day's high of day, comes into 43.26. There's no reason to take it short there. However, it does start to present lower high opportunities here, so you could take it anywhere here, risking around 10 cents per share, and potentially, well, again, on your last quarter there's potential for around 60 cents per share. You can see really if you're watching something and you just don't see an obvious entry but it looks like it's ready to pull back, just using these confirmations and looking for these little subtle lower highs can get you into a trade with minimal risk, and you know, it can give you a nice reward to the downside. That's all I wanted to really look at today, guys, is just the importance of waiting for confirmations, especially of top and bottom reversals. Don't just go charging in, plowing your money in, blah blah blah. Just wait, let it tell you when it's ready. Add that to your strategy. Maybe you'll lose out on a couple of trades, maybe there'll be a few that go without you, but I guarantee you, if you add confirmation into your trading, it will up your success rate significantly. Okay, so hopefully you can take something from the lesson, and yeah, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the chat room. See you later, guys. Cheers. Adios.